guys? Happy Thursday to everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope you had a great week. The first week of May 2024. Hope you had a great week. We are reaching the end of it. Just a little more. Just a little more. In a lot of countries, yesterday it was a non-workable day. It was a holiday, pretty much. 1st of May, Workers' Day. Labor Day, it's called in a lot of other countries. But well, Labor Day is over. Workers' Day, however you may want to call it in your different countries. We had a lot of... I've seen that there were a lot of protests all over the place, which have nothing to do with that. In Paris, there was... It was a mess. The other day, I honestly don't get the point of celebrating Labor Day like that, but well. People. By the end of the previous stream, look what we've got here. Yes. Dual wielding. So, how about you relax, enjoy the end of the week, and watch what I have for all of you today. We have not only dual wielding, but we also have the crafting system of the game. Yes. Indeed. We finally figured out, by the end of the previous stream, how to mod our gear. I originally could have never realized how to do it, basically because you first need to loot some legendary gear that you can engrave your things on it. And I'm saying things because you can engrave a lot of things. You can mod gear in a lot of ways. Now you can see here that I ran out of money, but I want to see. Here you have the basic idea. So we'll go over the crafting system to begin with today's stream, because last time I explained all of this, but I realized that it was at the end of the stream, and yeah, generally in a 3-hour stream, it's easy to get lost in there. So there, as you can see, slots, both armor and weapons. I originally thought only weapons had slots like this, but no, that's not the case. Also, pieces of armor also have slots. Here you can see that they come in different graded qualities. You have a quality gold, quality silver, and quality bronze. And according to their quality, you can engrave different things or items. I'm using general terms purposely, because as you can see there, you can use rings, amulets, blacksmith arts, and runes in the case of gold slots. In the case of silver slots, you can use runes, blacksmith arts, and rings. In the case of let me grab Tensanuil's Legacy here for a sec. We engraved all of this by the very end of the previous stream. This one is kind of like... this blue one is like... it's like a magic slot or something like that. It's exactly for the chunk of lava. Here you can see that I've engraved my amulet in it. And now I don't have any amulets on my gear slot. And here, this one is, of course, a silver engravement slot or mod slot. There you can see that I have a ring, a chunk of lava, and an amulet. Different, all of them. So, it's incredible. It's incredible. The crafting system of this game is incredible. Mainly because I think I haven't seen a lot of games in which you can kind of like engrave or mod a piece of equipment with yet another piece of equipment. So on top of all of that, these are the blacksmith arts. See that you can use runes, blacksmith arts, and rings and amulets, and they kind of like go for different slots there. I can go for a ring, and the runes we discovered last time, well, I used up all of them, that they also have different qualities. For example, here, let me grab it here so you can see it. My belt, my sash, my cincture, to be specific, see that I engraved my runes. My I think they were eruptive desecration runes, and as you can see there, I will leech 8 points of HP per hit, right? That's because of the eruptive desecration. You can see there that eruptive desecration is also increased because of the rune. So runes have a second use. This is a truly um, amazing, and the amount of ingenuity put in developing this system is truly amazing. An incredible system. And let's see if I can pay for just a blacksmith art, just to not make all of this go to waste. No, it's extremely expensive. As you can see there. It's extremely expensive. I cannot pay for that. So, yeah. So we'll cancel that. I spent all of my money there. I think I finally modify my... Let me unmount, so I activate my buffs, and we can go on. So that's for the crafting system. We've already figured out the crafting system, so now we are fighting at full capability. Almost full capability. But because we haven't completed all of our skill tree and everything, but well. There you can see that I am 2 levels away from getting the gold modification for Ruthless Mutilation, which will increase additional fire weapon damage, which will in turn complement with Purge here from my Purifying Chastisement buff, which will increase fire damage. So basically, yes, we are 2 levels away from having another upgrade. There will increase our intelligence here to maximize our damage with the staves. And now I am making use of my dual... We need to invest some points on dual wielding, because... here, I can go for another Gruesome Inquisition. We probably leveled up by the end of the previous stream. Here we can go for one, so we are actually 1 level away. 1 level away from the gold modification. Yeah, 30 to 31. Okay, perfect. Perfect, so we are 1 level away. And now that we have dual wield, let me invest some points there. Up to 10. There we go, up to 10. I was saving those points exactly for this moment, people, because so far I've been unable to find a second staff. But well, we could do it. As you can see, we've been killing a lot of enemies here. It records the ones that we beat, that we killed in the previous stream. All right, so 1 level away from that. We'll get back to that as soon as we level up, which will be pretty soon. We are halfway there. In terms of quests, we have... last time, we cleared all of the quests, except for this one, because I couldn't access the old naval port here. This section is kind of like off limits. And... yes, the idea for today is to cover the northern region up until here. We'll draw a line here, and kind of like to the west of this imaginary line that I will create here, we'll go all of the northern section and begin isolating everything, all of the side quests here. See, for example, that here we have the ending of Blind Guardian. Probably we'll leave that for... we'll begin with all of these, the ones surrounding the Clearview. It's called, this small settlement. And as you can see now, I can travel between Thylesium and Clearview. from Clearview, we'll expand all around here. So, we'll begin with this one, slaves. I remember that was one that we left last time incomplete. We left it incomplete. So, yeah. We have our resurrection monolith there, everything. We have everything we need here. We also need to finish corner circles and all of the quests that may arise in this zone. I want to explore this zone. We'll begin with the northern section. Last time we have like completed all of the quests inside of the city. We did a dungeon here. We did pretty much everything. We went from from south to north. So we'll cover all of that. 10 minutes, that's pretty much it. See, I have the time in my head. So we can depart. We can depart, ladies and gentlemen. So, happy Thursday. Let us begin. Happy Thursday to everyone. It's the end of the week. Yesterday, none of us worked. So, we are in the middle of... We are rested. Like in World of Warcraft. We get extra experience in real life. And as you can see, this animation, we saw this last time by the end of the stream, so I'll showcase it immediately. Yes, I wanted to do it. Look at that animation. I told ya that it was not gonna disappoint. Look at that. Look how we fight while riding without using our hands. And as you can see, my dual wielding is quite lethal. Look at that, people. In case you are wondering, how is it possible he's riding a horse while doing that? Well, the magic of gaming. The magic of gaming. That's the magic of gaming right there, people. I want you to look at that animation for so long. Oh, look at that. Ah, they crossed the river. I thought we were isolated. No. We cannot allow this. Let me dismount. I need my abilities. That's a lot of enemies. That's a lot of enemies. Oof, they killed me instantly. Fortunately, I had my doppelganger up. Let's reactivate it. Careful, that's it's a boss, it's a mini boss. That spider is hitting like a truck. Feel my wrath. There we go. Damn it. It wasn't just one boss, it was a lot of bosses. Victory. Ah, you killed my fellow doppelganger, what? Now that thing hits even harder than that spider. There we go. Stay put. There we go. Yeah, I should figure out that fire damage is not quite effective against undead, but I don't think poison is as well. Alright. That was cool. I never thought that... I will make you bleed. I never thought that they could cross that river. I thought that we were isolated. I thought we were isolated kind of like completely. Oh well, but if we are not isolated, that means I can take the other coast directly to my objective. I mean, I don't think there's a point in doing that, but well, yeah, bigger. Like this? No, here I cannot because it's a cliff. Alright, let's do it. Through here, we follow the shore, the river. Follow the river like this. The stream of the river down, we follow it like this. Until we reach our destination, and then we can unmount, clear the area, and finish the quest. Hey, what's this? A sacrificial altar. I wonder what side quest will lead us here then. That fire damage. That fire damage is amazing. I have double fire damage, so... Recognize your mistake. Okay, I don't see a lot of life leech. Right there, but I'm dealing a lot of damage. Am I healing when attacking them? Ah, yeah, I'm healing. It's just that it's way too... It's extremely small. And since the UI is unscaled, it's so small that... It's so small that... Am I close? No, I'm still not close. Let's get out of here. Alright, we'll stop roughly right here. Let us all kill each other at this random spot, shall we? At this random spot. Let us all kill each other at this random spot. For no purpose. Did I run out of potions? I don't think so. What's going on? They blocked the usage of my potions for a second there. What's going on? Oh, that's nasty. I'm having Hellgate London flashbacks. Because you could be silenced. Don't tell me the game does feature silence mechanics. Pick up slave, trace, blah blah blah. Yeah, we are kind of like close to the zone of our side quest, of course. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Careful, 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 careful. These degenerates hit. There's way too many of them. Careful, that takes a lot of time.
Over you.
Careful. Careful, that was a lot of degenerates attacking us. That was a lot of them. We just looted the legendary. When he says power emanates from this item, it's congrats, you just looted the legendary. Alright, my doppelganger completed the quest for me, I guess. There we go. Picked up slave shackle. Ah, we are collecting slave shackles. Okay, what was that legendary we just looted? So as you could see, guys, the it's for the Shadow Warrior. That's why it's for the Shadow Warrior. Another thing that we learned last time, pretty interesting, is that I can sell things on the fly. Didn't you know? Yes, in this game I can do this. I spent 10 streams. Zambi's diary. We're not gonna sell that. We spent 10 streams without knowing that I could do this. How was I supposed to know? It's a relic. It's a relic. It's a legendary relic. Or what? Relic?
It seems I have
I know, a
reached
rune.
my destination.
A rune. It's a legendary rune. Right. I just this one.
Aura of power emanates
Righteous
from this item.
Desire, a sword weapon. Yeah, but I don't use swords. It's useless. It doesn't help me at all. Doesn't help me at all. It's kind of like useless. It's useless for me because all of my here. Let me tell you, for those of you who might have discovered the game recently. As you can see, I only have proficiency with magic staves, like that. Attack speed. The dual will increase attack speed, and this one as well. So I have 18 extra attack speed there. Yeah, it's pretty. That is a bit generic because it will be the same bonus for all characters regardless of the weapon as well. Like all of them increase attack speed and those. This one drumstick. It's also modified by a sword weapon, so I honestly don't need it. See, we're already recovering a lot of money. Hey, let's read the zombie diary. We haven't read a single book, and I'm intrigued by that one. The Art of Cooking, Ancaria, The Lost Diaries. Oh well, no. Eventually we'll read that. I won't torture you like that. Preface of weaponry: single-handed weapons, two-handed weapons, pole weapons, ranged weapons. Pole weapons, one-handed weapons. Damn it, the stuff is not mentioned anywhere. A zombie's diary, here it is. Oh wow. Amazing lore. We'll read it eventually, but I won't bore you at the beginning of the stream. Maybe we can do it at the end of it. I won't bore you with that. Now, the rest of the shackles. Good. Good. So, as you can see, last time we learned some tricks. I could get dual wielding. I learned how to... Hey, we completed the quest. I know, there's one more over there. There's one more over there. There's one more over there. I think I left my horse right here. I can also call him. But why do that when he was right there? Okay. Alright. Ambush. I need to ensure they don't kill me while fighting on... while riding a horse. Damn it! Because then I lose my horse. Let's get out of here. Come over here. All of you.
Do not defile the banner of the Inquisition.
Ah ha ha ha. Harry. Oh, that one killed me in one blow. Careful, it has a pretty powerful attack there. Damn it. Well, I have to kill this one myself. Yeah, the problem is that it killed me in one blow. If it does it again, I need to ensure it doesn't kill me.
May the Inquisition
What's going on? That one has a high evasion chance or something like that. I mean, this quest has forced me to use a lot of potions. Alright, come here, come out. I see the objective right there. You. You didn't even move. Alright, we've arrived at some kind of port here. No, just a random. Hey, they got a bit of. It got a bit displaced. This water here. Look at this. It's a bit off. It's a bit off. But well, it's a huge game. I cannot expect the developers to take care of that one, considering how huge the game is. We are missing one. That's right there. No, we completed the quest. Horse, this way, please. How's our order attack distance here? Here, stay right here. Good. Stay close to me. Looks like we are done with that one. Let me see. Let me ensure it. 8 out of 10. No, we're not. Then why is that marked on the map? Perhaps I need to wait until they respawn eventually. Wonder if I can cross this with my horse. Yeah, yeah. For it's the pathfinding here, it's incredibly detailed. Like, it feels like facing the real difficulties of crossing water. So yes, by the end of the previous stream I wanted to showcase that precisely because maybe those are the slaves we are looking for? No, they're just rats. Our dear friends, the rats. Hey, I should go order distance. Let's go for the biggest one so he engages. Let's see. Right, he was over there. Damn it, the tracking system definitely failed there, but well, doesn't matter. This is another thing that we've been analyzing last time, that I also wanted to comment today. The grandeur category of the analysis, the impact of the soundtrack, ambience, storyline, and overall environment on the player. Like I mentioned this is extremely subtle. Most reviewers don't pay attention to the soundtrack when they're reviewing most of the time. It's the same, yeah. I ran out of spawns. Like this one is 9 out of 10. I'll have to wait until they respawn. The game is quite intelligent. It automatically respawned that last slave just so I could try to finish the quest. Of course, I didn't because I'm lacking one more, but it's fair. But pretty good. It automatically respawned. It didn't wait until. It didn't wait until I relogged into the game to do that. Kind of like that's so common in MMORPGs that you have to relog for the mobs to respawn and finish your quest. Like that's so common, and this game looks like it automatically respawned the quest mob. That's an extremely clever way. Like it automatically detected. Like it automatically detected the mob that I needed to farm, and it automatically responded. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Incredible level design and artificial intelligence behavior right there. Props to the developers for that. You want to help me once more, Grace? The wolves must have found shelter nearby, or they wouldn't attack this often. Please chase them away while I tend to my wolves. I didn't quite make it learn, but fine. Alright, we need to kill the wolves that are killing the sheepy that you see around us. We need to protect them. The wolf problem. Now we go back all the way where we were. Could I cross this river at some point? At some point, I think there was a bridge, a pretty small, a very, very small bridge nearby.
Recognize your mistake.
Right there. I think there was a bridge. Here I cannot cross. There I saw some healing. Why doesn't it happen continuously? There I saw the healing message, but... What the... Shit. Our horse is dead. No, get out of there. Damn it, I wasn't expecting the wolves to attack me like that. Oh, damn it. Wolf ambush. Alright, that was amusing. Wasn't expecting to fight them. I wasn't expecting to fight them like that. So we go back. Good. Smooth. Smooth and easy. Just how I like it. I mean, I generally play hard games. So I don't like it like that, but well. I was mentioning the grandeur category of the analysis. So a couple of things that I commented last time, but I commented them by the end of the stream. I was already a bit tired, so I'll comment them again. First thing, the game does benefit greatly from having been developed by German developers. Why? Because a lot of games kind of like choose the classic European medieval fantasy setting, like this one. This one is no exception. Wonderful, you kill them all, now my sheep can graze in peace, and what's happening to me? I'm changing. Arrgh! Don't tell me he's gonna become a werewolf.
That was almost too
What the? Yep, right there. One hit kill. Damn, we are good. I guess I get my quest completed. I get a complete quest right there. Hey, the sheep is following us. You want to follow us, sheepy? So cute. Sheeps are always so cute. I was mentioning. Alright, I need to get on top of that settlement. I need to get on top of that cliff to enter that settlement. Hidden item there. You need to pay attention to the glimmering. To that glimmer, to that shimmering, that shimmering point. I'll take that potion. We still have... Follow the road then. This is a dead end. Yeah, I remember taking that, the other path. There we go. through here. I know what I'm doing, don't worry. Here I remember this outpost. Anyone who wants to fight, this way. This way, this way. So I can turn in the quest, please. I was mentioning, the game benefited greatly from being developed by German developers, because, as we know, a lot of RPGs use the European medieval fantasy setting. But the level of realism in this one is quite genuine, it's quite high, precisely because the developers are European, they are German. And you can see it, I mentioned this, from the very geography that I so innocently pointed out at the beginning of the series. Like, I immediately recognized at first glance that, look at this, it looks exactly like, it's not a 1-1 replica, it's not a 1-to-1 replica, but here you can see that, for example, the Roman Colosseum, indicating Italy, basically, it's right here. And the northern section of this, well, it does look like Switzerland, and I'm sure that this section will look like Germany. And this will look like...
lost interest in this game? Or the player his true faith? Hey, player, do you have to be purified? You do risk your soul's salvation.
And this does look like Scandinavia. And look at that, even there's even a Viking ship here and everything. And here this does look like inverted because it's at the southern section. It looks exactly like like England. And these ones that do look like Iceland and Ireland, and this one does have lava according to what I see. So from the geography to all of the medieval influences and tropes that we've seen in this game, we've seen Roman names close to the capital. We've seen Romeo and Juliet. We've seen kind of like Dulcinea. We've seen a lot of European characters right there. So we can see that the fact that the developers of the game were or are German, it clearly benefited the level of realism of the game. It feels truly medieval European fantasy setting. I know it's extremely subtle and most people don't pay attention to, but that's extremely important because the level of realism that this game has, it's quite high in terms of the culture that you can see represented in the game. What, my shepherd turned into one of the beasts and you had to kill him? Oh no, I'll have to herd the sheep myself until I find a new shepherd. And there are fewer and fewer of them around. Still, I thank you for your help.
That was almost too easy.
No worries. Are there any other side quests at this outpost up there? See, this is what you're about to see. This marvel of pathfinding back in the early 2000s. The fact that I can do this kind of like while riding a horse. This is a marvel of pathfinding development back in the late 2000s. Like, that was a mess back in the day. Pathfinding was an absolute mess. So yeah, props to the developer for that as well. To Ascaron for that as well. Alright. Looks like we've cleared all of the side quests, people. Let's explore this zone to see if, because there I see some civilization and maybe there are some more side quests. I don't want to miss anything, so we'll play explorers for now. We'll explore that section of the map. It'll take us some minutes, no more. As well. I cannot get over how amusing the animation of dual wielding while riding a horse is in this game. Let me keep selling. Dragon leather embraces of the barbarian. No. Nope. I need to ensure I don't sell any rings, amulets, or runes, because now we know that they have a second use. Okay, okay. Oh. One-handed staff. Ritual staff of phantasms. Wow. One-handed magic staff, and it deals ice damage. Damage fire. I'm taking that with me. And besides, I think it has a slot there. Defense value plus 41, and it deals more damage than my secondary quarter staff. Yes, yes, guys, look at this. Much more powerful. And I have plenty of modifiers here. So this one deals ice damage, so if I do this, half of my damage will be ice and half of my damage will be fire. What the? Where's my fire damage? There we go. Ice two-handed. Ah, damn it, it's two-handed. It's two-handed. I didn't pay attention to that. Damn it, I need to pay attention to that. See how difficult it is to find. See how difficult it is to find. RG Pistol of Despair. What, you have pistols in this game? This game never ceases to amaze me. 77. We need to replace those potions. See, this is something that I've been commenting as well in terms of the economy. By now we can claim, we can finally verify, we can finally check that the price of potions, it's proportional to your total amount of gold, which is an amazing way of establishing a healthy relationship between the usage of potions and the overall combat system of the game. That's absolutely sweet and amazing. This game has so many innovative and amazing ideas. In terms of the balance. Hey, there are fish there. I don't know if they're dead or not, but well, I think they're moving. Right. What do we have here? A lot of undead warriors. Yeah, I bet ice damage is effective against undead. I need to check that then. But well. I know. So we need to diverge from that path, essentially. So we'll take the right side here. The right road there. And we go through here and we explore. We can use... Damn it! What? That's not a way to welcome the player of the game. That's not a way of welcoming the player. We looted something that I couldn't even see there. I bet you guys could see it while watching the stream, but I couldn't. Well, galloping for my life. So, let's see here. I don't know where I'm getting into. What I'm getting into and where I'm going to. Second aspect of the game in terms of the grandeur that I've commented is precisely the background music. It's still preempted to say, but last time I complained that the game doesn't have continuous music everywhere, kind of like in cities and and Thylesium. I couldn't hear this subtle tone this subtle chant that we are listening to right now. But now I can hear it. Hey, secret location with some loot. Give me the loot then. Give me the loot then. Okay, so this is some kind of a Stonehenge place. It must be part of some side quest that we haven't activated or encountered yet. But, well, It's a dead end, so it's the end of the map as far as I'm concerned, so let's get back there. Interesting, we got some loot. I love how the game is quite effective also at rewarding exploring. What the?
No mercy on heretics.
Is there a reason why my healing isn't constant, even if my runes do have it? Perhaps my chance to trigger secondary effects is way too low. Maybe it's way too low. That's the idea. Okay, let's get going. I was mentioning that, for example, see, right now, pay attention. Let me kill the rat. See, for example, why is it that right now we are not listening to the same background music that we were listening to previously? Ah, no, there is a bit. No, there is a bit. There is a bit. I was wrong. It's kind of like way too subtle. Yeah, there is. Alright then. Then, perfect. The game does even feature subtle soundtrack music. I would just increase the frequency. For example, right now, did it stop? No, there are some kind of like ambience sounds like that. Perhaps I should increase the... How... Ah, that's the problem. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm an idiot. Never do this, people. Never. Always do this. Always do this. Okay. But I do have account for obstacles. Character effects on center. Adjust volume on zoom. No. Commentary frequency. Never speakers. I have surround sound here. You won't hear it because of YouTube. But adjustment, sound quality, mixed camera. No, the adjustment. Yeah, this is better for positional, probably choosing the player. No, but mixed. Mixed must be a relationship relative to the camera and the and our character. Then perhaps I need to move that to character to kind of like reproduce the best.
Hey, player.
The best
Are you
3D
having
effect.
a crisis of faith? Or are you leafing through the Bible of Kerr? Come on, there's still...
That should do it. Yeah, the game does have a huge difference in sound. It does have a huge difference in sound between like this is like the sound effects are way too high in comparison. Hey, that's our level up.
Repent, child.
That's always important. I think they deliberately made it like that. Now I increase my volume. My horse is dead.
I needed that.
Damn it. Second horse dead. That was so fast.
Death comes over you.
God damn it. What a stupid way of at least this time I saw him die. Damn it. That's not good. That's definitely not good. While tinkering with the 3D sound. They killed my horse. Oh well. Shit. But well. Now I feel stupid. No. But, well, let's see. Let's grab this. Let's grab the last point of gruesome inquisition. Hang on, people. Let me... Because... Let me turn on my AC because... Today, kind of like... We're getting into the autumn. And it's quite cold. It's getting quite cold. But... right now I'm kind of like... in an enclosed space and it's getting hot. So yeah, pretty much. Let me see the armor. Hey, no! It does have poison and ice armor, contrary to my original idea. So fire damage is actually quite effective. Is there any enemy with fire armor here? No. Alright, look at that, I had the right idea. They all have physical and poison armor. And ice armor. So fire is the best element. Well, look at that. Let's spend our point. Let's spend our point, shall we? Could I somehow save my horse? If I log out of the game? It says save and exit. Oh well, to hell with it. To hell with it. Sorry for my horse, but I am not doing that again. Have to go back and buy another horse. Damn it. It inflicts additional fire weapon damage. Fire weapon. That's a chance. I don't like chances. I like 100% secure. Assure the damage. God damn it! Our horse is dead! Again. And to travel to the high elf outpost. Shit. I need to travel on foot. I was so happy with my horse. Let me buy another horse real quick. I need to pay attention to that.
A little city air will do no harm. It'll let me forget the peasants' stench.
Alright. I mean, we'll have to walk there, my God. We'll have to walk there now. Now it feels so slow. Well, damn it. Now this feels like in slow motion. I was so focused on fixing the 3D sound that my horse got killed. There we go. See, always do that. Always increase the sound, the background sound. At least that's what I love to do. Increase the background sound more than the increase the background sound more than the effects, because otherwise you won't be able to appreciate those subtle tones in the background. The game does feature an excellent continuous music in the background. Right. Now I cannot avoid stupid shit like this.
Another offering.
I don't know why sometimes my character gets kind of like slow. Damn it, no, you bunch of degenerates. Let's get out of here. Let's fucking get out of here. Just want my horse. Shit. That's right, kill each other, ignore me. I need to make it there, almost there. Almost there. Let me get to the monolith. I was so... We were progressing so smooth with our horse. I was so happy with my horse. so happy with my horse. Now I can see that I don't have enough money for another one. Right, max hit point regeneration from damage mitigation. Blah 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 blah. Damn it, I don't have enough money. Shit. Maybe if I sell some relics. Relics don't have a sell price. Damn. Let me update my relics, I guess. 32. 38. 38. Let me. 38. Let me that over there. Poison and magic, pretty much like that. 36. 32. No. I'll keep the Relic of Frost here in case, and one Fire Relic just in case I ever stumble upon a degenerate who deals a lot of ice or fire damage. But in general terms, so I can switch my armor on the go. But in general terms, 41, 43, 47, my god. Good. Like that. Leave it up there. Leave it like that. 29, and the rest, if I sell them, I get money. Not a lot. This is also not good because I think I can also insert relics. True, that was a mistake. Last time, instead of inserting runes, I should have inserted a relic. True. True. That's true, people. That's true. I should have inserted the relics to mitigate damage. That's true. Right. Mount, please. Damn, it's so expensive. Chance to block, knockback. What? Where's max hit points? This one is a bit cheaper. Resistance 84, blah 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 blah. Yeah. You can choose from any. Defense value plus 11. Love that one. Yeah, but the hit points are much. I'd rather have less hit points, I guess. Anyways, they could kill me any day again. But I had a pretty good horse. Saddle horse. Generally, the best ones are like this. Saddle horse, yeah, same. Yeah. I'm picking another saddle horse. It's basically the same as ours. Alright, let's do it. Good. That our economy did take a hit there. I can forget about I can't forget about engraving more runes for some time, but well. Hey, look at that, we are closer to our destination than ever before. Let me get out. Let me get out. Okay. Hey, we are closer to our destination, ironically. Yeah, now I feel the soundtrack properly balanced. Now it feels properly balanced. Alright, let's do it. And I still feel the other one. Good. Yeah, I like to. I always recommend to set the ambient soundtrack, kind of like the music specifically, higher than the effects. Because otherwise, you don't appreciate it. You don't appreciate the soundtrack of the game, and that's like absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible, if you ask me, because you end up not realizing the. It completely destroys the ambience of the game. So yeah, and by default, most games are like that. Are like, let's follow that dead end. Like they have all of the equalizer is kind of like all of everything at the same level. Everything is at the same level. All right. I'll first follow the road, then I'll move around a bit. See if it leads us somewhere. Hey, civilization. Or not. Pretty good. Wow. Is that a dead spider? No, it's just a bush. And bridge again. Okay. Hey, we found a house. No, don't die, horse. Don't die. Hey, civilization. Can we get inside? Abandoned building. Interesting. Now this game is something else. Alright, I was mentioning the soundtrack. I originally thought there were no ambient soundtrack, but I can see that it's permanent, so another positive point for the game. As for the rest of the grandeur, we have the detail that characters aren't voiced, because the game does follow classic MMORPG style of not voiced characters except for the main quest. But they, but they have a lot of text, and the dialogue text, it does characters act according to their personalities, and they act cohesively according to their personalities, and it's a classic medieval setting, perfectly laid out. So damage over time. So it's a classic medieval setting in which the characters do act cohesively according to their personalities, and it's amazing. So we haven't been here. And in that sense, the game does feel like being in a medieval fantasy European setting, 100%. So yeah, it's incredible. From having Inquisition, from having the Inquisition around, from having the Seraphins and everything, it feels like the perfect combination. So yes.
To the netherworld with you.
There we go. The geography, I mentioned the geography, that the game, I was commenting this, that since the game does feel like, since the game was developed by German developers, by Ascaron, the game does feel like, hey, we've been here. Ah, yeah, this is the outpost. Yeah, I remember where we arrived at the Inquisition. Yeah, we've been here. Alright, so we are done. We are pretty much done here, people. Alright, we combined both of them, so we cleared everything. Every single side quest. Damn it. Let me move.
You are revolting.
Hey, let me see what that enemy. Let me see that enemy. Last opponent, Undead Legionnaire. No. This one. They have resistance against magic and physical armor. Okay. So our fire damage must be... I need to eliminate the rest of my physical damage. 100%. I need to convert the rest of my damage to fire ASAP. So I can ignore most of their armor. Alright, so... looks like we are done. Let me teleport back to Clearview. Looks like we cleared everything. Thoroughly. There to the north. Alright, so... we completed that, so let's head... There we have a bit of a spot there, but no worries. And the islands then, once you explore the islands. You can travel to the islands and... What's that? Slaves. No, we need to wait until the... Alright, we need to finish that quest. Let's go back to where we were and go back to the elf outpost. Because that looks like the quest standing over there. So yeah, basically in terms of the grandeur category of the analysis, I was mentioning this at the end of the previous stream. It's amazing how much the influence of a European developer can make these all medieval fantasy worlds extremely realistic. I see a quest there. I see a quest up there. So yeah, it's absolutely incredible. It must be the last slave we are looking for. Something along those lines. How do I get up there? How do I get up there? So yes, essentially that. All of the things that we've been mentioning, the constant ambience, the constant soundtrack ambience, I love it. I think it's essential. There you are. For sure, I forgot something. You wouldn't know other time. Okay, it's a quest for other time. Okay, then. Oh, I can see that they killed my horse again. No, let's get back to the High Elf Outpost. Alright, the side quest marker disappeared, but... what's going on here? Do you have the last slave shackle for me or not? 9 out of 10. We are lacking 1. The quest markers sometimes go crazy like that, but well. Right, nothing at all. Nothing. It's just this game is it gets weird with those things. Let's go back to Clearview. Alright, so people, we already analyzed, we've already taken our first steps into the crafting system of the game, which, as I said, it's amazing. It has a lot of incredible ideas, like, as I've said, being able to engrave gear. Like, generally, crafting systems in other games, in most RPG games, basically involve looting a stone or a gem or something like that, a dedicated item. But the system, the crafting system in this game, not only includes those dedicated items in the form of runes, but it also includes being able to engrave your rings, and I think that's amazing. It makes the crafting system extremely versatile. I smell side quests. Alright, this zone, we've never been to this zone. Okay. Okay. Oh, we got a rune master there. Speak with Molken. Officer Rewilness. You there. We have a teeny tiny problem on our hands. It's no big deal. Just a trifling, little matter. So to speak, we don't know exactly where the undead are coming from. But their numbers are increasing. We have to drive them back at any cost. I sent one of my soldiers to a point close to Clearview to act as an advance post. He should be somewhere near the Broken Lance Tavern, but he shouldn't be inside the tavern, then outside. I need him here for more important assignments. Could you please go tell him that he's to come to me immediately? Back to the front. Alright, that should be... Alright, over there, to the south. Good. Another side quest. I smell another side quest. I see another side quest. Right there. Good. Bring me the heads of the escaped slaves. I know we are bringing shackles to the other one, and this one heads. Goddammit. This is how the good-for-nothing humans show their gratitude. This kind of saying danger and run like chicken any longer. See, the game does feature a cohesively developed plot in terms of the side quests and the main quest. I mentioned this the other day. On Tuesday. I mentioned this on Tuesday. That I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong to call all of these quests side. What was the term? Fetch quests. We generally call these level design technique fetch quests, kind of like in MMORPGs, in old school RPGs. We call this level design, this objective variety level design mechanic, fetch quests. And I think it's wrong. I think that's a mistake. And I'll give you the reason. I mentioned this on Tuesday. I think it's wrong because we essentially call them fetch quests due to the fact that they don't have a complex storyline. Kind of like we tie the abstract concept fetch quest with not having a storyline, and I think that's wrong. Why? Because, as I mentioned the other day, even if a quest is like grab 10 heads, collect I don't know, 10, kill 10 boars, collect 10, the classic collect or kill a set amount of things, we call that fetch quests, normally. And I think it's wrong. Because even if they don't have a storyline, let's say, well, they do have a minimalistic storyline, like here we are helping the war effort or helping, I don't know, a certain faction in game. Even if that's the case, even if the storyline is so minimalistic, like this, like grab 10 heads or kill a set amount of enemies, if you do that, you are not paying attention. We are not paying attention to the level design. What do I mean by that? The objective variety, people. The objective variety. Sometimes we are talking about a scored mission. Sometimes we are talking about kill a set amount of enemies. Sometimes we are talking about use a specific item at a specific spot and those things. And we call them fetch quests because we generally only pay attention to the storyline, that they are not like The Witcher 3, in which every single side quest has its own complex and perfectly defined storyline, like being similar to the main quest in complexity and quality. That's what we usually try to convey when we say fetch quest. And I think that's wrong. Because of what I just told you. Oh boy, what's that? That's a new type of enemy. What's going on here? Careful, careful. Harpy champion. Ah, they are not that difficult. Okay, probably a boss of that enemy type will be quite tough. What's that? Physical damage over time. Oh, that's new. That's new for me. Slave head. There we go. That, as I said, even if the storyline, even if the grandeur aspect of it, even if it has a minimalistic storyline, the level design is completely different. The level design. The thing is that when we say fetch quests, we are not paying attention to the level design. That's why I think it's wrong. Because you are just paying attention to the storyline. So yeah, I think the level design is more important. I think it's more important than the storyline, 100%. So if the level design is more important than the storyline, then it's wrong to call them fetch quests, because
first I will make you bleed.
The objectives they usually lead us to affect gameplay in an extremely meaningful way, like a scored mission. Or think about how many times you could beat the game, whatever game, easily, but then you had to do a scored mission, and the person you're escorting or whatever you're escorting gets killed, and you have to restart. The increased difficulty is derived from a gameplay mechanic inserted in a fetch quest through the level design. People. Hey, I just noticed that the armor type is displayed down there, and I don't have to. And I can look at the enemy. I see the problem.
I have arrived.
Okay.
Run, fools.
What? We are collecting slave heads. Alright, okay. So yeah, there you had an example, an escort mission, and I can think of many more of them. For example, in RTS games, you can see that clearly, not only in escort missions. For example, in RTS games, you can go from the classic Division in gameplay. It's kind of like baseless exploration in an RTS game. Imagine a level in which you don't have a base, and think about how it significantly changes when a baseless exploration mission, you don't have a base, you can kind of like manage yourself with the units you have, and then when you actually do have a base and kind of like can develop your own army and everything. So think about that. Think about how... Please, whimpering slave, please, spare me. I know the broker. If you let me leave, I'll lead you to him.
It is finished.
Alright. So, the other quest leads us to this one. Follow me to the broker. So you give me your word. You let me leave if I take you to the broker. I don't want to end like my friends whose heads are in your backpack.
Shall I seal it in blood? I mean, ink?
Perfect. So we've got a nested quest here. Let's follow it. Alright, it's pretty close. All of the area is designed around the same quest. Okay, so let's do it. Let's move over here. And we just follow the road. There's no point in summoning my mount at all. It's probably that dungeon up ahead. So good, we'll explore this section. I love exploring the corners of the map. There we go. Those harpies hit like a truck. Hey, I've noticed that all enemies are weak. They have armor resistance against everything except for fire. I guess I picked the right class and the right skill tree. That's by chance, but well. Now I bet the other classes do have fire damage as well. Broker's map. Henchman of the Broker. I love how they recycled the classic soldier. Careful, careful. The classic soldier mob model for these ones. That was kind of like easy programming right there. Okay, that's a bit of recycling there, but good. Now, so far, if you want to hear my thoughts about the game is set. I think it's pretty clear by now that the game is amazing just because of the sheer scope of the world. But not only that, here we have a random dungeon. I wonder if there's a quest inside of the dungeon. Now I see that we get killed in here. We completed the quest, huh? Let me check that. Pack of slaves, if I don't kill the broker, you get a very interesting map with a secret companion. We're not doing anymore at home, Emma. What now? Do I have to... Trapped? No, we're not trapped. We go back there to turn in the quest. First, let me turn in the quest, then we come over here. Because then if we die, we will respawn who knows where, and it'll be a mess. So, slave, get out. You're free, you're safe. There we go. It appeared out of nowhere. Please, let me go. I'm begging ya. Okay, yes. No, go! Go! Go, I want you to go! Do I have to kill that? There you go. Go! Go, run away. You've earned your freedom. Or whatever the shit. I should finish what I started and kill the last slave. Then I can return. Good, Amiga. Your fate has been sealed. I need you to complete the quest.
There is no room here for humans.
Okay. We are humans. What are you saying? I mean, you are. The Inquisitor isn't a human. Then what is he? Well, whatever. Hey, let me check my... Here, this one. We should aim for Paralyzed. Decreases the movement speed of affected opponents. Decreases the attack speed, this one. Hesitation. How many do we need for this one? 4. No, damn it, we need 8. And we have 6. Alright. Next level up, we can increase Levinar Race power. That'll be quite useful. Anything else? Nothing else. Yeah. Good. See, people? Now we can say it for real. We no longer sack. Now we no longer sack. No, we've gotten to the mid-game gameplay mechanics, I would say, by now. There we go. I think we got to the mid-game gameplay mechanics at this point. I'm pretty sure of it. Hey. Now I see that the harpy kills my horse in one blow, and
Many of those alive deserve to be dead.
Huh? There we go. Alright. So yes, basically, the if I had to say, the grandeur, the ambience, the soundtrack, the cohesively developed behavior of NPCs and everything that surrounds the player in this game truly is amazing. And as I've said, it gets a lot of benefit from being developed by a European developer. Tattoo. So you found the broker and this in his camp, right? Well, let's look at that. Ah, there are the heads of the escapees. Very good. Only mine. Okay. The hack's missing. She wouldn't have survived the winter anyway. Only 9. Okay. So actually we let her escape. Whatever. Well, I don't know what happened there. He got bagged.
I never had any doubts.
Get out of here. I'm turning in my quests. Leave me alone. I'm turning in my quests. What are you doing? I'm surprised that... that no enemies yet have resistance against fire armor. Against fire. I need to increase my fire damage. This is way too low. Most of my damage is actually physical. I need to convert my damage immediately. And by immediately, I mean truly, truly immediately. Wait. Like... Now it's roughly the same. It's roughly the same. It's an average between both of them. Yeah, this is not good. I need to increase my fire damage even more. To eliminate that physical damage, that disgusting physical damage that doesn't do a thing. God. Well. Did I recover some money? Yeah. Looks like it. We'll recover even more right now. Good, 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 good. Even better. Good. Good. We still don't have enough. We still don't recover from losing our horse back there. Alright, let's finish that quest once and for all. The slaves there. They must have... I bet the spawn... The mob must have respawned by now. So good. I bet the mob must have respawned by now. So good. Good, 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 good. Let's do it. The other way. The other way. So, yes, because of all the arguments that I've commented, the game has an incredible ambience. The game does have an incredible ambience. And... the game does have an incredible ambience. Quite realistic. Careful. The game does have an incredible ambience and... No, get out of here. The horse is dying. Not gonna happen again. I need to avoid those stupid skirmishes. Are those the slaves? No. Thief. No, doesn't... Ah, by order of Ray Wilnet, yeah, or something like that. Let me... Alright, we'll go back to the encampment. Good. Then... Good, good, good. There we go. So now we just return to the other settlement. No, that's it. Alright. No. We continue the quest here. Let me grab my next quest, please.
By the gods, what a creature.
There we go. Bring me the old records. My name is Will Mieni. I'm here on a mission from the Tylesium Council to investigate the reports of increased number of attacks by the undead. This is a terrible matter. The people are talking about their house being attacked by hosts on the legitimate phenomena. I read about something happened before the ancient document, but I can't remember what it was. Lord, you must stay with very close. Sure, I read a comprehensive story. I'm familiar with the record. See, the game does feature a storyline for each quest. It's just that, since in the case of this game you have to read rather than being kind of like, alright, so the mission is over there. Well, we're pushing them to the east. Okay, let's explore this zone. This is the last zone we have left, and this one. Yeah, true. What's that zone that we haven't explored? Like, let's get in. Let's get in there. It's the only zone that we haven't explored here. We diverge from the main path, and we follow through here. Oh. A special path for all of us people. Okay, so this is leading us to this relatively secluded zone in which we find bears and a lot of elementals. And we have more dungeons. Even more dungeons. The game... I won't explore all of the dungeons because this game, besides having side quests, it has a lot of massive dungeons. Alright, can access them like that, well. Let's get out of here. Let's go to Thylesium. Let's go to Thylesium for a sec here. Right. Good. Game saved. Good. Okay, so we'll draw the line there. And now let's teleport to Clearview once again. Let's jump over there. I just teleported to the first random location I found to escape. So let's explore the rest of that forest, shall we? Let's explore it, people. Let's explore it because I don't know if there are more side quests there. I don't think so, but well, one never knows. Oh, looks like a... Right there, right there. Let's get over there. It's incredible how this game has a lot of hidden mechanics that you initially don't pay attention to. It's absolutely incredible. But yeah, focusing on the grandeur category of it, the game does feature... I think I took a wrong turn here. Now I can see why I've been unable to explore this section. There's kind of like this lake here, but nothing else. I think I saw something over there, but here we got some ruins, Clearview ruins. Side quests, side quest, side quest. No side quest here. Then we need to enter this forest through there. A lot of undead. Some pretty good enemy variety. Here I don't find any kobolds, for example. An excellent and insane amount of enemy variety. So another point for the game in my book. Ah, this is like a camp that it has been destroyed by the undead. So far no side quest has sent us here, so yeah. Alright, that's what the local map is used for. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's some kind of a structure. Some kind of isolated and enclosed structure over there. Well, by now I can say that the game does have a lot of amazing ideas. It would take a long time to enumerate them all, to mention them all. But yeah, here there's a side quest. See?
Respect for the pride of creation. This will make a nice fur.
I mean, they instantly kill me. Pretty dangerous. Careful, there's way too many of them, and I need to grab that side quest. There we go. Anyone who wants to die, over here. I mean, that's a lot of undead, huh? Careful, careful. Look, these guys hit like a truck. There's a boss among them. Or two, or three, or a lot of them. It's not good. Several bosses.
Yield, undead.
They never yield. They are undead after all. I mean, 2 centurions.
A heretic, even in death.
Good. I love ruthless mutilation. Good. My doppelganger also activated
Run, fools.
its ruthless mutilation. Good, good, good. Thank you, my boy. Good. Alright. Careful, there's one more there, and it looks like it's a boss. I mean, they are quite powerful, but not because of the spawns themselves. It's because of the of the internal clock of the game. Remember that the game does increase attack damage and everything. I mentioned this several times. It's an internal clock that increases enemy attack damage and health and everything as you spend more and more time not dying. Hey, 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 the loot, the loot. Anything else in here? No, they're just empty tents. Like recovery, focus, everything like that. Good. Here. Good. Let me close my curtains. Oh wow, that was a good journey, people. That was a good journey. We explored quite a lot of the countryside here. Good, 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 good. So yeah, essentially, today I wanted to focus on those elements of the review. The grandeur, the ambience, the good ambient sound that it has, the fact that it works continuously, the crafting system, the complex and amazing crafting system, the fact that you can that mod slots have different qualities, makes looting even much more complex process. And yes, the game does feature a lot of amazing ideas if you pay close attention to it. The thing is, what I've been mentioning at the beginning of the series, it's a double-edged sword because it has a high learning curve at the beginning, but then the game grows on you. I can help you yet. Come back later. Okay, so it's a delayed side quest. So bad, so sad, but well, at least we know what's in there. Huh. Alright. We need to progress through the main story, perhaps. I'll never get tired of that animation. Alright, let's explore the rest of the place. Let's take the exploration up north. I'll rush and head over to that monolith, to that resurrection monolith. Hey, amazing effect, amazing graphical effect there with the grass. Wow, absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning, that effect. The game is amazing in every sense of the word. Incredible graphics, the physics, everything, and looks like we finally fixed the crashes. I don't want to. Let's cross our fingers. Let's hope that this time is for real. 3-hour command. You've come at exactly the right time. We were just about to try and break through the kobold ranks that have laid siege to our tower. Our commander is locked up in there, and we don't know how much longer he and his soldiers can hang on. We have to act fast. Would you use your might to assist us in this matter?
You
Of course.
just worry about the collection. I will be back soon.
Hey, that ability was quite useful. Charge. Good. 5,000 gold. Good.
Your death came almost too easily.
These guys were attacking. That was the easiest quest I've ever done. Good, we will maintain our position. You go ahead and deal with the tower.
Has been accomplished.
Right then. Take care of my horse. I'll deal with the rest. Okay, I think through here we can finally access the corn circles quest. I don't know what we are getting into, people. So this is how you travel through the mountains. Interesting. This is a section of the map that I've been wanting to explore. Wow. Since long ago. Look at the view, people. Amazing. Can I kill him from here? Damn it, the developers placed spawns even here. Alright, and that's the entrance. I kind of like came the other way around. Okay. The other way around. Okay. Look at that waterfall. Amazing. Wow. Absolutely amazing that even in... Look at where we are, people. We're kind of like in the middle of a mountain. Wow. We are getting into Switzerland here, I guess. This has to be like Switzerland, like the north of Italy and Switzerland. Okay, so... I know, through here.
Next day, you'll have the young queen's child. Not.
I'm getting pretty good loot because a lot of money because I managed to stay alive for quite some time. I mean, good loot. Relatively good loot. Yeah. Alright, we are back at 200,000. We're back at 200,000 gold. Amazing. This does look like the tower. Amanda, thank you for your help. If you would like to assist us further in our fight against the kobolds, then I have a assignment for you. Good. Good. Go into the mines and kill 10 kobolds. We are being overrun by the kobolds because totally outnumbered us. It's a classic. See, why call these fetch quests? Because there has been... It doesn't have to do with the storyline, it has to do with the objective variety. With the level design. Like, now we have to kill kobolds. Yes, it's a what we usually call fetch quest. Kill 10 mobs. Yeah, but it's inside of a tower in the context of...
How dare you approach me?
In the context of helping this commander, and if you pay attention to the storyline, it has its own context and everything. So, good. Good. Hey, what's that? Another quest? No, leave me be. I see death in your eyes. Talisman, save me. Amulet of Region.
You just worry about the collection. I will be back soon.
How do I complete that quest? You stay there. Quest completed. What now? Do I go back or what? Cut off there. We can also kill them kind of like outside, but what would be the fun in doing that? Let's get into the mine. Let's get into the mine, people. Let's get into the mine. Alright, interesting. Dungeon. This game is endless. Oh, that one's hitting like a truck. Look at that. 10,000 gold. Like that. This place clearly has amazing loot, and on top of that we haven't died in a good while. I think it's been... we haven't died since the previous stream. So yeah, good. We haven't crashed. The game hasn't crashed and we haven't died since the previous stream. Let's cross fingers that the game remains like that without crashing. Chunk of lava, perfect. A legendary chunk of lava, careful. Converts damage to fire. Amazing. Amazing. Just what I needed. Good. Hey, that's a subtlety that I haven't paid attention to. Combat arts also have kind of like... they have damage types. Alright, so the combat arts is kind of like a heavy damage type. Good. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. I need to pay more attention to that. So let's recover our lost gold. Our lost gold. When they kill my horse. I think we've already completed the quest. Okay. As I said, in terms of the gameplay mechanics that we analyzed back then, the fact that you cannot target the ground for a lot of AoE abilities, I don't like that. I don't like that. Like the fact that you have to hover over enemies. For example, for Levin Array, like I cannot do this. I have to do this. I don't like that. I should be able to target the ground. It would make the gameplay much more smooth. Make it smoother. But aside from that, and the technical issues, of course, technical issues that plague the game. Aside from those two flaws, so far the game has been an absolute prodigy. And when I say a prodigy, I really do mean it. The game is amazing. You're not attacking me. You're already dead. Careful, everything is on cooldown. Alright. I remember these kobolds gave me so much trouble at the beginning of the game. And look at us now. Ah, Kobold Warrior defeated. Careful, we need to kill these guys. Come on, there's one more. Come out. Nothing. 9 out of 10. Shit. Shit, we're lacking one of them. So, we're lacking one Kobold Warrior. We are lacking one Kobold Warrior. Last time we took the right path. No, but I also explored the left path. Come on, we are lacking one Kobold Warrior. Shoot. Maybe we can kill him outside. I know, if we exit and re-enter the dungeon, they'll respawn. Let me make sure that I've explored everything. Yeah, pretty much it's an isolated dungeon. It's not connected to the underworld or anything like that. Damn it. Let me re-enter. Give me one Kobold Warrior. They should have respawned. Or not. I saw one there, right now. Here? Nope. Looks like they don't want to come out to play. We killed all of them. I thought they would respawn. Don't tell me we have 9 out of 10. Yes. Maybe we can kill him outside, because there were some outside. I don't know if they were Kobold Warriors, but some of them were outside. Maybe we can find one outside. Then, otherwise, don't worry. We'll just... whenever I restart the game's client server, it'll appear, but I don't want to do that because... Let me see, that one? Kobold? There we go. That was faster. Because the game hasn't crashed for now. It's pretty good. I think the key in the end was the DPI scaling settings. I think that was the final patch that the game needed in order to not crash. I mean, if the game doesn't crash like this, with me having a multi-monitor setup, then because the problem of the game is with full screen mode. So I guess if it doesn't crash like this anymore, then finally I think it was the DPI scaling. The game also has a problem with DPI scaling. I think I finally, let's cross fingers, because I've said this 1,000 times already, and it has always found a way to crash once again. But let's hope this time it does work. The kobolds destroyed the mine in such a short amount of time. Strange, I didn't think they were capable of that much destruction. And another thing.
The mission was a great success.
Give me the next one. As soon as we level up, people remember we'll be able to increase the power of Levin Array. We'll have more leech life, so it will be amazing. We'll be able to have much more survivability. Raise the camp. There are still kobolds lurking around here. Is that a tip? The kobolds are still wandering, problem as well.
Even though it is below my rank,
let me see what's the...
I am interested in your assignment.
0 out of 18 kobold warriors. We'll do this, people. We'll do this. I want to see... We'll take the other path of the mountain that I think I saw. We can kill the kobolds at any time. So let's head over to Corn Circles, which is a very, very old quest that we have from long ago, from the second or third stream, something like that. I don't know if you remember it. It's the quest about the aliens. So we'll try to do that one, because I think it's through here. You go through here, through here, through here. I think that's the way you access Corn Circles. And then we can just go back and resurrect the monolith there. We can teleport there, and there you can see that all of the kobold warriors are there. So we can just finish it kind of like on the go, and we'll finish 2 side quests for the price of 1. Amazing pathfinding. I've mentioned this. Look at these people. I know that nowadays we take it for granted, but pathfinding back in the day, back in the early and late 2000s, see the fact that I can do this and the character moves perfectly in such a narrow path, it's absolutely mind-boggling, absolutely amazing, because back in the day most games had issues with pathfinding. Alright, let me see if... I think there was another path through here instead of going to the mine. And... no, I think this one leads us kind of like... I think this one leads us to the... No, it's a dead end. It's a dead end, people. It's a dead end. It's an absolute dead end. It's an absolute dead end. So I don't know how we can access Corn Circles. I don't know how we can... Through here, maybe? No, that's the way we came. Then we cannot access Corn Circles from here. through the dungeon. No, the dungeon was another dead end, and this is yet another dead end. What we saw down there is down there. I need to get down there because I originally thought that was this in the map. No. It's through there. We need to get down there. Let's get over there. Let's get over there, and if we kill some kobolds in our way, we'll be able to once again finish the quest easily. Damn it! Don't kill my horse! No! I learned my lesson. No. Degenerates. That happened to me once. That's gonna happen to me twice. There we go. We are getting into the mountains, people. Now this is getting exciting. Now this is getting exciting. I may have to drop to dismount. Sorry. Get out of here! Come on.
Another offering.
There we go. We are venturing into the unknown. Hey, mountain ruins. I don't know what we are getting into. Amazing. See, this is related to what we are analyzing right now. The ambience, it's amazing. You can find runes even in such a remote location. Talisman. We are not using any relic. In such a remote location here that it's amazing. It's amazing game. The game's world, it's amazing. In terms of level design, I had to give max hit points. Well, it's better than nothing. Hey, I already equipped something automatically. Very sorry. Give me some extra hit points. They're always useful. What's this? Plain item. Shit. Now that one. The complexity of this game's item system has me confused there. Item. Plain item. I don't know what that one may be. Okay. Alright, it looks like I finally successfully got into the mountain. No, it's a dead end. It's a dead end, people. It's another dead end. Right, so... no, there's still a path. No. This one's leading us over here. Well, let's explore this section of the map. But it's clearly not where I should be going to access the corner circles quest. I wonder if there are even more side quests in here. I mean, we are getting into the...
Die for one last time.
I shouldn't have done that. I got myself cornered. Let me get out of here. Come on, attack. Why aren't you attacking? I'm silenced or what? No. I had to select my other. We still have to pay attention to the effects of the game, kind of like silence and not being able to use potions. I mean by silence, just like in Hellgate London. Silence. We've seen poison. I mean something besides damage over time. Kind of like all we've seen so far, it's damage over time. But I wonder if the game does feature special effects like silence, like decreased resistances, for example. And so far we haven't stumbled upon any of those. Just damage over time. Also, the fact that you don't have any symbol kind of like on top of your head when you suffer that those special states, let's call them. The game doesn't use any term. It just uses damage over time. That's why it leads me to believe that it's just damage over time. But well, it's incredible. We are at the most remote location ever. and the game still has secrets for us to unlock. It's amazing. The level design of this game, he's gonna revive. Careful. These ones you have to drop them twice. Have to beat them twice like that. There we go. So today we progressed a lot, people. So far, we've investigated the intricacies of the crafting system with the grading quality of the mods and the slots. We've analyzed the grandeur today. Today I focus on the grandeur aspect of the analysis, though, as I always say, it's all premature. Careful, there's a harpy over there. Pretty big one as well. Ah no, they died in one blow. They have fire resistance, careful. These ones have they have resistance against all fire, against all damage types. Careful, careful. Careful, they hit like a truck. They die pretty fast, but they hit like a truck. Let me try some lightning damage there. Another thing that I've been paying attention to is that not only basic attack damage is affected by the type of your percentage damage, but also kind of like the combat art here. Sometimes when I get some effects, I can turn it into fire damage. So the abilities actually switch to fire damage, which is amazing. It makes the gameplay even more complex, which I love it. But so far, yeah, today I've been paying attention to the grandeur because we haven't paid a lot of attention to the grandeur aspect of the analysis so far, because we haven't done a lot of the side quests, but the main story we haven't progressed a lot yet. But see that even in this isolated part of the world map, the game features a different enemy spawn variety than in most of the other locations. Kind of like those undead centurions, you have to get to this zone for them to spawn. The other possibility is that they are spawning because of the internal clock that I've been mentioning. That as long as we stay alive, the game gives you better loot and those, but I don't think it's affecting the spawn of the enemies. I think it only affects the damage and the overall level and their hit points and their evasion chance, but not the type of enemy. So today we discovered harpies are a thing. Who would have guessed in this game? And yes, definitely, enemy variety is one of the best I've seen. It's on par with Titan Quest, which is amazing. Kind of like, I just picked the vanilla game, but it's also on par with modded Diablo 2 with Median XL, which is absolutely amazing. Speaking of which, something that I commented the other day and we didn't talk about because we focused on the grandeur aspect of the game, because I talked about the classification of that it's wrong to call, hey, Scarlet Dragoon, lol, you don't even know yet. Monster variety. What do you mean, Scarlet? Don't tell me that there's more surprise. There are more surprises. More enemy variety. I call it enemy variety just to use a general term for all of the games that I review, but it's the same. There are more surprises, Scarlet. How have you been? How have you been? Hey, Twitch is messed up. I was afraid that none of you would eventually show up because Twitch is messed up. It's really messed up. I had to restart my. If the stream stops working for some random reason, it's not my stream. My stream is perfect. It's Twitch. I had to restart my browser completely. I had to refresh the settings and everything and fix everything because Twitch is not loading for a lot of people. So if from 1 second to another it stops working, refresh your browser. Kind of like refresh the settings and everything on Firefox. I could do it without issues, but if it stops working from 1 second to another, it has happened to everyone so far. Some people later, some people earlier, but it has happened to everyone. Like I've seen whole chats saying, "What the fuck's going on? Streamer, you don't know what you're doing?" Yes, it's because of that. I don't know what they messed up with, but it's a mess. So if it stops working, it's because of that. No, in terms of enemy variety, I made it to... Here, I'll show you the map. Look at this. Look at this. In the previous stream, I did all of the... every single side quest inside of a city. I analyzed pretty much some aspects. The crafting system, I finally figured out the crafting system. That the fact that you can engrave, that you can mod weapons with slots, with rings and amulets, I think it's amazing. In terms of the innovation, the ingenuity, Scarlet, that they put into this game, I had no idea that I could look at this. You can engrave, where was it? Here, my boots. You can engrave amulets and boots. Not only the blacksmith arts and those. It's incredible how rich it's extremely rich. If it was a pity, if it was a shame that this game, because of the technical state it's in, I have a note on that. I think I have finally fixed it. I think the key was the DPI scaling in the properties. Okay, I got the point I was looking for. It's if it was a pity when I started playing this game that because of the technical state it was in, that not a lot of people discovered it. Now I think it's a disgrace, an absolute tragedy, an absolute tragedy. And when I say that, I truly mean it, because it's been a while since I've seen such a complex crafting system as this one. So rich, you have so many options. You can balance and affect the influence of the crafting system on the gameplay mechanics. It's so deep and rich that it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing.
Okay. Let's take a break. Just read the Bible of Christ.
Here, let me narrate. We'll do let me narrate. We need... I think we can do it. I think we can do it.
The true goddess spoke.
I think we can do it. That'll give us...
darkness.
Shut up. Stop chanting your Bible. Stop chanting your Bible. Stop it. There we go. I made it. Oof, only by 2. I only had 2 left. And yeah, it's amazing. Monster variety. I love it, Scarlet. Yeah, I call it enemy variety. I pay a lot of attention to that when I'm reviewing the games, because there are games, believe it or not, games in which you always face the same enemy. Baldur's Gate. I always cite Baldur's Gate. Why is it that I love it so much? Why is it that I love it so much? Why is it that I love Baldur's Gate so much? Well, I have plenty of reasons, but there are a lot of games in Baldur's Gate. You face rats kind of like for the first good chunk of the adventure, for all of the first part of the first chapter. It's kind of like the same enemy. Rats. They will be your mortal enemy. I lost another horse. This time I saw it dying as I was paying attention to the 3D sound effects of the game. I lost another horse, so we already have 2 horses dead. So I lost another horse at the beginning. Yeah, I thought this one looked different. I think it's kind of like it's a bit darker than the previous one, the one that I've been using. And yes, the good thing is that we haven't died. The horse died, but we haven't died since the previous stream, so we are getting some juicy loot. Yeah, it looks a bit different. So yes, it's absolutely amazed. I'm amazed at the crafting system. By the end of the previous stream, I discovered the crafting system. I at the beginning of the stream. Precisely. Huge shout out to Moigat. Uh, um, the 14th, the 24th, sorry, the 24th follower of the channel. He dropped by the stream. We talked in Spanish a bit. and and yeah, by the end of the stream, um, I got into the crafting system, and I was amazed. Sorry, Scarlet Dragoon, that at the beginning of the series you told me about armor types and about well, I don't know if I think you told me about the crafting system somehow in at the beginning, but I never imagined it was so deep. It's such a, this game is a tragedy. This game is a true tragedy. I'm convinced of it, and it's sad that I am torn right now. This is like what I call the mid game gameplay mechanics. I know that I still have a long way to go, but but the hey, let's use the resurrection monolith. We strayed from our path, but I am torn, absolutely torn between awarding the game so far a preemptive analysis. Then maybe I encounter a terrible flaw that I completely dislike, but so far it's been alright. I need to kill the kobolds. Let's take advantage of that. So far I'm torn between giving it a perfect qualification so far. I don't want to ruin the surprise because and there's our death. I didn't see our doppelganger dying. I couldn't pay attention to it. It had to be a teleport portal. But well, yeah, I can see why. You dropped pretty fast. Yeah. It was kind of like I think since the previous stream, not much an HP pot would help. No. Clearly, the game was saying you didn't die in the previous stream. No, it was getting out of hand. I think it would be we did like 5 hours last time. Besides, I spent a lot of time investigating the crafting system and explaining it. I kind of like spent the last hour of the previous stream. I spent the last hour talking, so that counts toward it. So yeah, it was 5 hours. It would be 4 hours plus 2 hours, so 6 hours. I think we didn't die at all last time. Did I kill all the goblins? I don't know. This mission, Corn Circles, the one about the aliens, it's kind of like the last mission I have to turn in. And to complete it and then turn it in. And I don't know how to access it. I'm beginning to suspect that you enter through here. I'm not gonna ask you, Scarlet, if you remember it. Since they are small, a lot can get around here. Yeah, the basic premise that what happened also in Hellgate London. We need to play Hellgate Global. Because I played I showcased the 2038 mod, the mod and the base game, and I never showcased global.
Player,
yeah.
Are you having a crisis?
It's a basic idea. It's part of a level design. I mentioned this. Shut up. Now I know that if I move him, he shuts up. He fortunately shuts up. But those fourth wall interactions are amazing. No, the level design it's amazing. I'm surprised by this game on so many levels that I was saying I'm torn between a perfect qualification, but I cannot do it because the technical state of the game, which is part of my qualification system, is the biggest clusterfuck I've ever seen. Like, only I think that I've fixed it by now with the scaling, and now the game is gonna crash in a matter of seconds. I can see it. I hope it doesn't happen, but it wouldn't be a surprise. Only there's been one more game that has been completely broken, and it's a relatively modern game that I couldn't fix. Prototype 1 and 2. Prototype 1 and 2, the PC port. I don't know if you saw it in action. Like Prototype One is like Infamous. It's like Infamous. It's a very console game that but pretty good. It's like Sunset Overdrive. It's like as I said, as Infamous. It's like Infamous. It's like I can think of many examples. It's a pretty limited genre. Sunset Overdrive. Well, they all kind of like derive from the style of Jack and Daxter, from the second Jack and Daxter, which is kind of like with the city and an open world city, like like the classic. And I bet Ghost of Tsushima, which I haven't played, is pretty similar to that one. See, I explore all consoles same way. Such a shame that we lost that culture of. Well, most people will disagree with me. I know it's a totally unpopular opinion, but I am sad that we lost that culture for exclusivity in consoles. Like they feel like PCs, like shitty PCs nowadays. From the PS4 onwards, they feel like shitty PCs. Like the PS3 had its own identity, the Xbox 360 as well. I can name crazy unknown games that could be considered shovelware by now, but were amazing. Okay, I think I'm running in circles. Ah, no, through here. That's a problem. It's a pretty it's a pretty weird map there. I think we have to turn it in. We can turn it in. I don't know. I was also saying how to get here. Just like what happened with the other quest, here with the Bloodtongue Captain or whatever, that I couldn't access it for a lot of streams. I cannot access this shit here. I've already tried here, as you can see, accessing it. I bet it's through here. I have my suspicions. I have a hunch it's through there, because it can't be the other section. So yeah, pretty much. I think it's through there. We could go head over there. I want to kind of like explore the mountains today. So yeah, I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I am sad that we lost that culture. That we lost that culture because I'm mentioning this because the other day, would you believe that after uh 10 years, you know that I'm an enthusiast of the Nintendo 3DS and its games. Fantastic. Do you supply I'm gonna Oh, nested quests. What a surprise. Nested quests. This I would need to award this game 100 out of 10 in terms of level designs if I were to be fair, but there's nothing higher than 10. There's nothing higher than 10 or S in the case of my system, but take this message to the commander. The officer's code of honor has prevented me from seeking help from my superior.
You have
And
a debt to pay.
I mentioned this because the other day, after 10 years, the 3DS finally got virtual voice support, and it's kind of like a match made in heaven because the Virtual Boy has very few games. I think like 20. It was kind of like Nintendo's worst system. But among all of those shitty and terrible games, there's only one game, and it's amazing because it was developed by Atlus. And Atlus, as you know, it's a pretty talented Japanese developer. It's called Jack Bros, and the game is amazing. The game is amazing. It's the same the same story that happened with the Nintendo 64, that kind of like had a lot of shitty games, but it had The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time and Super Mario 64, which fixed 3D gaming as a whole. So yes, it's that high contrast of a console with what do you prefer? A system? What do you prefer? A system which has kind of like constant average games, or a system that has a lot of shitty games with some games that are genre defining. Well, in the case of the Virtual Boy, it certainly didn't have any game that was genre defining, but Jack Bros, it's amazing, and the Virtual Boy precisely was in 3D, and it was a long lost dream being able to play Virtual Boy games in true 3D. Kind of like the 3DS was the natural inheritor, the only possible natural inheritor of. Hey, that's way. I need to ensure they don't kill my third horse, please. Um, it was a natural inheritor, so I was mentioning that because of that. That I for me, it's sad that we lost that culture of exclusivity. Because some games only work in weird and quirky ways, like with... no, I learned my lesson, I know this. There's that bridge there. Let's venture into the unknown, people. Let's venture into the unknown. Right here. Besides, I am forcing the game to cache a lot of stuff and see if I can force the crash. My favorite quote by a YouTube streamer video was, "This map is bigger than real life." I mean, related to this game, probably. Related to this game. Related to Sacred 2. About Sacred 2. It's bigger than real life. No, there are bigger maps. It's bigger than real life. Yeah, I was mentioning this, that when I was analyzing precisely the grandeur that yeah, it's through there. Look at that, people. I've just like the sharks smell blood, I smell side quest over there. I smell side quest. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing that they developed this so early, but for example, it would be an interesting context. Is it bigger than World of Warcraft or Lineage 2? Is it? I don't think it's bigger than World of Warcraft. But yeah, I get what you say. The density of side quests, it's as big as an MMORPG. That's why I was mentioning on Tuesday. I was mentioning on Tuesday that the genre classification of this game is quite difficult. Like, what do you consider the game? An isometric action RPG or an MMORPG? I have a pretty good explanation by now, and I was going to talk about this topic in the previous stream, but well, it derived. We talked a lot. We talked with the Spanish viewer and we chatted a lot, so it derived from there. But then I paid attention to other aspects with the crafting system. But I was mentioning this, the genre classification. I would say that this game it's an MMORPG. I don't know what you all think. I don't know what you think, Scarlet Dragoon, or anyone watching this as a YouTube bot or a Twitch bot. But I would say it's an MMORPG. Why? Why? Reasons behind my argument. I think it's not an isometric action RPG. I would attribute it to the level design. To the objective variety. Like in Diablo, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, which are kind of like the epitome, the archetype that we always look to, the role model of the isometric action RPG genre, the founding father. Oh well, give me a sec so I read the quest and I continue with my line of thoughts, and with my line of reasoning, sorry. Fetch me an elixir of... another elixir! I'm having flashbacks from that quest in which we got into the other elixir of the Seraphim. Time Kettling, Ghost Hunter, fascinating me, meaning natural manifestation of the ground of from here, presence able to... If the ghosts actually manifest themselves, they could pose a threat to the entire region. I could have... hinder the manifestation, elixir... Solex. I read that the range I comment control here, what explodes. Okay.
Even though it is below my rank.
In terms of genre classification, I was mentioned Threat from Beyond. Oof, I'm having flashbacks in Star Wars: The Old Republic. One of the flashpoints was precisely pretty similar to this one. You can watch it. It's quite amazing in Star Wars: The Old Republic. Threat from Beyond was. I remember when I started playing at version 1.2, it was precisely when Threat from Beyond was. It wasn't Threat from Beyond, it was Terror from Beyond. Terror from Beyond. The last raid boss of that shit. I did it kind of like. Our guild did it 2 times or 3 times. It was kind of like the new raid in town. The first update that the game would receive with a new raid. They went far ahead. You had to loot the mask that you see, kind of like as my stream channel symbol, the Dreadguard mask. Because imagine all of the guilds going for the first time. We didn't know that you had to wear the mask that you see as my stream, precisely as my stream's portrait. And precisely, it's a photo. Uh, my stream's character, my toon, my character. It's a photo from from when that happened. We didn't know that you had to use that mask, and in order to get that mask, you had to loot a world boss that it was kind of like in the overworld. All of the guilds would farm it to get the mask just to do the dungeon. Gravestone. Here lies the unknown adventurer, or rather whatever the wolves left of him. Probably another beta tester. He got a pretty exclusive tomb. I mean, he's isolated from the rest of the world right here. And if you would try to do that raid without the mask that you see, as that my character is wearing here in the stream, you would get a buff. You would get a debuff. Sorry, not a buff, a debuff that that would just make everyone unable to attack. We were unable to attack. It said terror from beyond. You cannot attack the monster. You lose control of the character or some shit like that, and you started taking damage over time, and the whole raid party would die in 2 seconds. So back to the genre classification. I have a lot of Star Wars: The Old Republic war stories. I need to tell you the story of Dominion, people. We haven't told it since the beginning of since we, and I didn't tell it completely. The story of Dominion, the player. Someday when we have time, we'll do that. But no, right now, the genre classification: Alchemist, Quinius. Another quest, an elixir of souls when it went. I know it's the same quest as before. Oh well, when none of that business here, the spheres of reality, I'm sure I knew all of that. Now, if you please, I shall continue with my work. Do it enough? Oh, that's okay. The genre classification, once and for all. I think it's an MMORPG, not an isometric action RPG. Why? Because of the structure of the level design, especially the objective variety. What do I mean by that? As I've said, think about Diablo 1, 2, 3, whichever you like the most. There are no side quests, generally, in isometric action RPGs. Think about Titan Quest. I know there are some side quests, but generally they are a much more limited amount. Even Titan Quest, that has a rich amount of side quests in comparison to other games of the genre, none of them get even remotely close to the mind-boggling, stunning amount of side quests that this game has. 22 square miles versus 40 square miles. Granted, that's just map size. You mean against World of Warcraft? WoW has a lot of water. So, you looked it up. So 22 square miles versus 40. It's almost twice, but a lot of it's just water. Yeah, and would you happen to know about Lineage 2? No, but which update? GTA is bigger, but has a lot of mountains with nothing. Yeah. GTA is smaller than this one. Any GTA game is smaller than this one. I was mentioning this. The density, what we talked at the beginning of the series, the density of the terrain, it's much more complex. I know you told me that they would get a car and we get to do lots of walking, or in this case using the horse. But the paths, my argument at least, of my review would be that they are much more twisted. You don't get access to. I've lost count of how many times I had to kind of like search, actively search for the entrance to an encampment or something like that. And in GTA, it's kind of like straightforward. Plus, underground is never really considered, and this game has quite a bit. It's without the underground. 22, it's without the underground. I know, then it's much more. No, then it's much more. It's much more. If this game has nested underground, just map site, yeah, not the underground. And do you happen to know which expansion of World of Warcraft you compared it to, Scarlet? Because it's not. It's because World of Warcraft after Cataclysm suffered. It was a mess. It suffered a huge conversion. I played kind of like pre-Cataclysm, kind of like Wrath of the Lich King and the base game and the Burning Crusade are like I don't know. They are definitely smaller than modern WoW, but still pretty. 2009, I believe, has multiple islands. Then it's Wrath of the Lich King, which I think it should be a good reference because Wrath of the Lich King was released in 2008 and the game was released in 2008. Around early WoW Sacred and around early WoW Sacred and WoW were very close. That's exactly what I was going to say. Both around the same. Yes, because Cataclysm wasn't a thing. Actually, Evil Ghost, one more time. It's an ST
You
quest.
are
No,
indebted to
and
the
the quest density, it must be on par. Huh? It must be on par because we are also not. If we count the class exclusive quests and everything, uh, it had 700. It's 700 quests if you count all of the classes and everything. And alright, we need to take the other path. Good. It's through here, right? Yeah, let's do it. No, it's absolutely amazing because as I said, Wrath of the Lich King 2008, and we got to the same conclusion. It's roughly the same. I still do believe that because of the water of the oceans, WoW kind of like
I will crush you in the name of the
because
Inquisition.
WoW has also underwater thingy, underwater, um, let's say, not underwater reach levels in some cases. There are some zones that you can fight underwater against water elementals and those, but at least in Wrath of the Lich King, I haven't. I when they went Panda style with Mists of Pandaria, I stopped and everything, and I created my own. I followed the guide for my own server, so yeah. Big land. Sorry. Again, just map size. Sorry, I don't want to kill my horse again. Around the again, just map size. Big land areas across ocean to ocean. Yeah. Okay. Very. Okay. So the big land areas is just a map size compared to the land to land. So 22 square miles land against land to 40. Yep. Okay. Yeah, WoW is massive, but uh, let's take this into account, people. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. Because anyone watching this may think that we are crazy and we are not being fair with the game. The developer team for this, the development team, the developers of the game, Ascaron, they didn't have the budget of World of Warcraft. If we take into account the relationship between the proportional relationship between the initial budget of the game, the personnel, the amount of developers, and everything, this game's proportional relationship, this guy's gonna kill my horse, I can see it. Some kind of crazy boss, I better unmount. Jude G. Turpin, one close shave too many. We're getting to the exclusive tombs. Elder Sanity Blade of Torment. If we take into account the proportional budget, the initial proportional budget of each game, they did much more with this game than World of Warcraft, of course, because WoW was kind of like had a massive budget. The most expensive game of all time by 2011 precisely was Star Wars: The Old Republic, and Star Wars: The Old Republic is smaller than this one. I would that one I don't know because I think Star Wars: The Old Republic is also bigger. It would be a close contest. Sorry, it would be a close contest between this one and Star Wars: The Old Republic. No, I was mentioning the genre classification. The genre classification. It's probably it's amazing what they did with their budget. So being fair, the proportional relationship they did much more with their budget. We need to be fair. So these are two dead ends. So my initial thought that we could get to corn circles from here was wrong, because this one was a dead end, right? This one was a dead end. Well, damn it. Yeah, it's a dead end. So we cannot access it through here, through here, through here. That quest is impenetrable. Maybe from the other side. Sometimes cave. I searched the Goblin mine here, but it wasn't a nested dungeon, or only from other side. Yeah, I don't know. It's a puzzle. It's kind of like the only quest that you can see here. It's absolute mystery how to access it. We're kind of like in uncharted territory. We're kind of like in uncharted territory. Like, I'll just follow the mountains. I will follow the river down to see if it should be real quick. Otherwise, we'll begin with other side quests. See, the game is so massive that it conveys the mystery of exploration as well. That's something that we lose in a lot of games because, yeah, let me get out of here. No, you're not killing my horse again. You're not killing my horse again. No, please. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. What a mess. I better pedal to the metal. Or in this case, it could be one of those. Could be one of those. Yeah, there are two. There are two that I definitely haven't explored. Careful, careful. Stop, stop. There we go. Good. Alright, let's see. It could be. This one is nested. This one is nested. You were right. You were right, my man. This one is nested. There we go. So, we were mentioning the genre classification, not the crafting system. The genre classification. The structure of the level design. I haven't seen isometric action RPGs. I would say this is an MMORPG, an offline MMORPG. It would fall in the same category as Hellgate London, and in that weird category of offline MMORPGs of Hellgate London. And what's the other one that I wanted to stream? The one that was developed by the same by Handbitsoft, the developers of Hellgate London, that then they turned it into an offline MMORPG. Well, then I got the second MMO that they developed. Mythos, mythos. It would fall in the same category as Mythos, because Mythos they released it on Steam recently. The resolution is broken, in case you're wondering. Yes, I've already fixed it. We'll showcase it on stream with the resolution fixed. Mythos it has become an offline MMORPG. Early multiplayer was fun. Sorry. I think most games went that way. Offline MMORPG. Sorry, Scarlett, I didn't see it. Let me resize this. Let me resize this so I can see the messages perfectly. Most games were like that. Went that way, kind of like offline MMORPG. Let me see the time. Yeah, some minutes ago. Early multiplayer was fun as everyone was finding things in the world. Yeah, I can imagine. Can imagine like in World of Warcraft. Like in World of Warcraft. Like it's an MMORPG. I don't know. Would you say it's an isometric action RPG? Like Diablo? I think the structure of the level design. This is my personal argument. The structure of the level design is that of an MMORPG. It's not. It's not an isometric action RPG. It has an isometric camera, but that doesn't make it an isometric action RPG. The camera, I think the camera does not determine the genre. It's determined by the level design precisely. Both. It was detailed enough for solo or multiplayer. Ah, well, but we cannot have a hybrid genre. No, yeah. I can see why people describe this as a Diablo clone, but for me, I have kind of like several arguments to say that the structure of the level design is no isometric action RPG has this amount of quests like Diablo 3. Like if I'm trying to kind of like do a strict comparison to the pillars of each genre, it's much more similar to World of Warcraft. Well, it's my opinion. It's my opinion because of the level design mostly. Most people say, for example, the as I've said, a lot of people see the isometric camera and say Diablo clone. They don't even say isometric action RPG. They say Diablo clone. Like it's a Diablo clone. Also, I would argue the pacing of the combat is not hack and slashy enough. It's not fast enough to be. I know it's a subtlety, but to be an isometric action RPG. Like the action part is much more similar to a classic RPG. It's much more similar. I see a direct reference, a direct similarity, for example. A direct similarity with the tab targeting combat system. With the tab targeting combat system in MMORPGs. I could cite as the perfect parallel example Lineage 2. I mentioned this. The Lineage 2 has the same isometric camera. Lineage 2 has the same use of abilities. Well, the same. The most similar. This game is quite unique. And yeah. And the combat, if you play Lineage 2, is much more slow-paced when compared to Diablo 2 or Diablo 3. It wouldn't be fair to compare it to Diablo 3 because Diablo 3 is extremely fast. Because I think I have a theory that Diablo 3 got a bit of not direct, but somehow collateral influence from God of War. I think Diablo 3 had a lot of collateral influence from God of War, not from Bayonetta, but from the hack and slash genre that was so prominent on consoles. And remember that Blizzard by then was trying to expand to consoles. So I think that's the reason why it's so fast and hack and slashy. As I've said, two main arguments why I would say it's an MMORPG. I would personally classify it as an MMORPG. An MMORPG doesn't need to be online to belong to the genre. I know it's in the word, but I use the level design and the gameplay mechanics. And the level design and the gameplay mechanics of these, which for me are the most important, they Oh, Minotaur! Talking about enemy variety. Talking about enemy variety out of nowhere as I was innocently talking about genre classification. What the fuck is glowing? And it's a mini boss. What the? Die, 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 die. That one was close. It was not taking damage there. 24 potions. Talking about enemy variety at the beginning of the stream. Talking about variety. God damn it, that thing was... I couldn't even see the armor. Where on earth are we? I think we are in the correct path, but we're gonna die any second. And we'll go all the way back. Let's see. No. Let's make use of all of our wits to make it. We have we have much better gear. I bet we will be able to make it. I think it's not out. I think it's this very same dungeon, huh? I think it's this very same dungeon. So yeah, basically those two arguments: the pacing of the combat and the direct relationship between the combat abilities. Even if we are not using the tap targeting system of MMORPGs, it basically conveys the same feeling. I mean, like that, like in Diablo, or Titan Quest, or Grim Dawn, or whatever, or Torchlight. The role of combat abilities. Well, now I'm calling them combat abilities, just abilities. And basic attacks, the relationship between those two elements is totally different. For example, in Titan Quest, just as a quick reference example, in Titan Quest, my build is basically composed of basic attacks, and it's a one-hit kill, It's just attack speed. I need to showcase that build. It's so funny because you don't do anything. It's a one-hit kill with two-handed, of course, with attack speed and extra chance to proc some abilities in the way and damage over time. Like, and in Diablo, it's the same in a lot of cases. The thing is that with Diablo 3, you replace the basic attack for something else. But generally, you always have an ability that doesn't have a cooldown. See that in this game, the cooldowns, the cooldown times of the abilities are also similar to an MMORPG. Like in Diablo 3, you just, example, imagine Ruthless Mutilation instead of having 11 seconds of cooldown. Well, in this case, in the case of the game, it's pretty unique because the cooldown time, you can drop it or increase it according to the gear you wear. So it's unique, but think about fixed amount of cooldown time. Think about a fixed amount of cooldown time, guys. Think about that. Generally, in MMORPGs, it's like that. 8 seconds, 10 seconds for most of your abilities. It depends on the class as well. But generally, you do have some close to 10 seconds cooldowns. In Diablo, you basically replace your basic attack with the ability, and it doesn't have a cooldown in a lot of cases. It's a passive or something like that. And yes, that's why I said I only had two arguments, and now I've talked about several arguments about it, about why I would classify like that. But yeah, I do agree that it also blurs the line. It does blur the line at the beginning between, at least at the beginning of my gameplay, it did blur the line. It blurs the line between isometric action RPG and MMORPG. I would still classify it as an MMORPG because of all of these, because of the relationship of the ability. First, the level design that I've commented. That's one point. And the relationship, the specific relationship, the cooldowns, the relationship of the gameplay system and the abilities, like that. But yeah, the camera, of course, it's, let's say, confusing. But I've seen MMORPGs with isometric cameras. That would be my argument to say that it's an MMORPG. All right, that was a. I think we went a bit overboard with the genre classification. This always happens to me. Well, at least, you won't be able to say that that my streams aren't unique. Like, I don't think anyone spends so much time talking about genre classification like that. Let me see. They are strong against ice and physical damage. Another thing that I've noted is that I'm extremely lucky. Damn it. Doppelganger is down, and we are next. We don't do something. Come on, we are so close. I want to believe we are close at least.
Nothing but a fluke.
I was saying, before getting ruthlessly ambushed like that. Damn it, what a huge... There's the objective, people. I can see it. And here there's one more exit, so we need to get through there. I don't know if I have enough potions, huh? 19. It's gonna be close, once again. See, I also found out that you can sell stuff on the fly. I think this is an amazing feature, though not realistic, but an amazing feature that I think I haven't seen in any game. Like, being able to sell things on the fly makes for a smooth experience. I don't want to get used to it, because if I get used to it, once I go back to any other game... This one I still haven't deciphered it. If I go back to any other game, I won't get... Yeah, minion, they added with DLC. That one is with X, like this. No, but I can sell stuff kind of like... you mean this is related to the minion? The fact that I can sell stuff like this without being close to a vendor is because of the minion that they added with the DLC. I thought it was only the stash. I thought it only acted as a stash. You mean that when you play the game in beta testing, you couldn't sell things on the fly like this? Like, I hover over this, I grab it, and with control, see, I get money. Free money without getting close to a vendor. So this thing is it's also a vendor. So the little imp, it's also a vendor. Can't remember, it was some time ago. Yeah, don't worry, Scarlet. Don't worry. But it would be interesting. Don't think so. Interesting. Very interesting. See, the intricacies of this. No, I bet you were able to sell them like this, huh? I bet you were able to sell them. Because it's kind of like a baked-in gameplay mechanic. And it makes progression way too slow if you don't have it. But well, anything is possible. I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Trust me, I've seen worse. We've all seen worse, that's for sure. The other day I was commenting to Moigat that there was that Lionheart Legacy of the Crusader. It's a Boulder. It's basically another Baldur's Gate that people can play. Amazing game. Pretty amazing recommendation. We need to try it on stream, because that game has a lot of it kind of like makes you explore all of Europe, and it has a lot of words in French, in Spanish, and everything, and it's a quite rich game as well. Pretty well done. Does being dead mean I'm fired? That one was good. This one does have, look at that, so many resistances. No, another thing that I wanted to get to, that I commented the other on Tuesday, but extremely, there we go, explode. And by a prudent fight and cunning save a life. I don't know why that A is capital. A life which Baylor could not. Maybe they meant to place a period there. Could not from the grave. A better buckler I can soon regain, but who can get another life again? Archilochus. Or Archilochus. Good. Um, I was mentioning another thing, another interesting topic that I love to talk about. Um, a lot of people, it's kind of like a convention nowadays, to call MMO quests fetch quests, because they don't have a storyline, a complex storyline at least. The typical case of either World of Warcraft, Lineage, this game, Hellgate London, Titan Quest, so many others that the side quests aren't voiced and they don't have um, a deep storyline, at least to the degree of depth of the main quest, like we have, for example, nowadays in The Witcher 3. What I'm trying to get to with this, that I think this is the end. No, it was an estate dungeon. It was an estate dungeon. There's a... I just hope the door isn't closed like in so many dungeons before the small portal. This may be the end, people. I hear someone knocking, and it's not where I live. It's inside of the game. We are close, but we are not there yet. Let me consult the local map. Damn it! It's another dungeon. I can see it. I wonder if the portal will take us there. I mean, otherwise we are fucked. Otherwise we are fucked, because I think there was another dungeon. Well, let's save before everything goes to shit. Let's save. And 1, and 2, and 3. Now I see that we appear in slow for shit. The entrance. Well, at least the dungeon was